Yeah, I think in this league, we all have to do a job. That is, our role ultimately when we go on the ice. And I think when you talk to anybody who plays in the NHL, when guys get together, everyone is friendly, and we have so much in common. It's easy to become good friends. So, we're good buddies off the ice, but I'm sure next year we're still gonna have to do our jobs.
Your friends? You agree with that, Brendan?
For now, I mean, I have no doubt in my mind when I line up beside him, he'll stick me or do something stupid. But for the time being, we've been getting along great here, and it's actually been good. It's been the worst part about this trip. He turned out to be a pretty good guy, so I got that to keep in mind.
Turned out, but you weren't convinced
no,
prior
I wasn't
to
sure,
this?
So it's it's the first time we met, and we've been getting along great and having some fun with each other, so it's been good.
All right, take us onto the ice in the NHL for a moment. You've lined up so many times now. What bothers you most about each other? Brendan, I'll start with you.
I got it. When he does something, he always acts like he's not sure what he did. He knows exactly what he did, but he puts his arms up, he looks around like he's the most innocent guy on the ice, and he knows exactly what he did.
The other guy's bleeding.
Yeah.
What did I do?
But he never did anything.
Brad?
Yeah, no, I think the biggest thing about Gallagher that bothers me is off the face-offs. He's just he's always spearing or slashing tops of your feet or whatever it is, and it bothers me a lot. I'm not saying I don't do that too, but
fair. And the smile. I mean, the guy never, he can stick you, but he's got a smile on his face when he's doing it.
Yeah, he does, and he just seems to enjoy it a little bit too much. So it definitely hits a nerve.
Have you ever said anything to each other on the ice that maybe you regret, or that's fine, that's fair game?
Nothing I regret, no. Everything I said, he deserved.
Sure, there'll be a few more things being said out there, too.
And anything you can share, or it's a family show, we better just leave it at that?
Probably not.
Beep.
Now on Twitter, social media, of course, you started to jab each other a little bit. It was in support of Connor McDavid, but Brendan, you actually said that you would run Brad in practice if you received 10,000 retweets, and you got well over 10,000 now. He wasn't able to practice here on Wednesday, so does that mean it's coming?
Yeah, I said I would jump him. I don't know if I'll do that, but I might have something planned. I don't know. You should keep one eye open. I'll do something, and I don't want to make myself a liar for my Twitter followers that supported me along the way. So.
And your response was?
I said that I would run Gallagher from behind a practice, and there's a good chance I'll do that.
I think most of us believe that. So much has been said historically about the rivalry that is the Montreal Canadiens and the Boston Bruins, and you two guys are a big part of that. Is it as intense and as real as the fans and the media believe?
I think, the playoff series, whenever you play a team in the playoffs and you play a team for 7 games, you're going to hate them no matter what. But just with the history and the tradition that comes with that rivalry, it's special to be a part of, and you're almost groomed to hate each other. And me and Marchand are very similar players for our team. We do the same thing, and we end up on the ice against each other a lot. So I think that's where that battle and the rivalry, and it brings out the best, and I'm sure both of us. So. Yeah, no,
I completely agree with what Gallagher says. I think nowadays, the media hype up a lot of games, for the sales and tickets and all that. But I think there's also a lot of other rivalries that are created, like Gallagher said, with the playoff games. And I don't feel that the Montreal rivalry has been there as much over the past few years as potentially some other teams, but I also think that it changes with the guys that change on the team, and when you have guys that come in who haven't been in those playoff series, and you have new faces, they don't feel that rivalry as much. So I think it is pushed on you a little bit more through the media and the press, and you do, like I said, learn to hate each other.
And both of you guys feed off that, though, right? I mean, that's part of what makes you best when you're playing that type of game.
Yeah, I think we're emotional players, and it gets you into the game more, it gets you more involved, and they are fun games to be part of. So when that is the case, and they are high emotion games, they're definitely enjoyable.
Are you best when you're playing on that edge?
Yeah, and you know the style of game that we play, you have to figure that out as you go. And certainly, we have to play with emotion. We have to be aggressive. We have to be in our opponent's face, but you can't cross that line. I think that's something that you figure out as you go. And sometimes it's hard. When you're playing in an atmosphere like we do, it's tough to walk, but you got to be smart and have that discipline for your teammates as well.
Now you're wearing a Blue Jays hat representing Canada.
Yeah.
You're of course representing Boston. I can read that. I mean, was that by design?
No, this is just the outfit I picked this morning. I did batting practice with the Canadians last year, and they gave me the hat, so pretty sharp hat.
Oh,
What a celebrity, eh?
Almost
the
at a home
Jays.
run, top of the wall, morning track power. So I got to go back this year.
Oh, yeah.
Both candidates for the World Cup team coming up in September, and I think that it's safe to say that there's a claim that can be made for most agitating in the National Hockey League. So I'm going to ask you, who do you think is most annoying on the ice between the two of you?
I think he's more hated than I am. He's been in the league a little longer. I think he's had a little bit more time, but
Just generally speaking?
playing it from what I hear, when we walk into a thing like this, generally speaking, I think he's got it.
I don't know if I can argue that one. Feel a lot of hate. Maybe it's because I'm a Montreal fans, who knows, but I feel like it's all at Canada.
Yeah.
He takes a pride in that, though, no?
It's great.
It's fun when I think it's fun when you go in a building and people hate you, and you try to make them more mad by scoring a goal or winning the game and the last laugh.
Yeah. Now, again, you're in that battle for a spot on the World Cup roster for Canada. And in fact, some believe that you might be battling for the same spot. That's up to management to decide that. But do you feel like you're in that battle for a spot?
Well, there's so many good players in Canada. I haven't thought about it one bit. Our job here is to win a gold medal at this tournament. Do whatever you can do to help the team be successful. And I think that's the whole team's mindset, and that's what's made our group so special. We're getting along well. No one's thinking about anything other than a gold medal here, and all that other stuff will take care of itself.
And look, that's important to you guys. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, right? You wouldn't have made the trip to Russia. You've won gold with the World Juniors. You have a couple of gold medals with the World Juniors. So how important would it be for you to win another gold medal here in the Worlds?
Yeah, it'd be a huge opportunity. It's not something you have to do every year, and to have the team that we do and have the opportunity ahead of us, we are excited about it. And if you have your mind anywhere else, if you're thinking about anything else, it will take away from this and your job here. So we are really focused and excited about being here, and hopefully we can continue to do well.
Is any Team Canada big enough for the two of you together?
I don't know. I think, we've enjoyed this. I think we feed off each other, and during these games, I've enjoyed having him on my side, and it definitely, I feed off it a little bit. It helps me play the game, and we've enjoyed it. So if that comes, we'll take that as we go.
Early in the morning, but are you paying attention to what's going on in the Stanley Cup playoffs? I mean, reaction, if you have any, to the Washington Capitals, just falling a little bit short again?
Yeah, we're definitely keeping tabs on what's going on back home. Washington's a great team, but the way Pitt's been playing lately, I can't say I'm really surprised about them taking this series. They have a lot of great players. They're also playing well at the right time. So that's playoff hockey. That's why it's 7 games. The best team wins, and it's definitely going to be interesting down the stretch.
Any surprises for you?
I thought, out west, it's been crazy. I think everyone had Chicago, LA, and with both those teams being out in the first round, it's been different. It's been exciting to watch new teams. I think San Jose looks really good right now, and anyways, it's been watching their games. They were competing hard, and they were tough to play against this year, so I like them this year.
Final question. Best part of St. Petersburg?
Best part?
So many choices.
I don't know. We've actually we've had some good meals going out in different styles than we're used to, but the meals have been good. It's tough to order a little bit, but we've had fun.
Yeah, I think for me, I like just being around the city, the history behind everything, all the different museums, and like I said, the history behind it all is pretty cool. And, it's a fun spot to be too. There's a lot going on. A lot of people walk on the streets during the day, and it always seems like it's busy. So it's just a fun place to be.
So you like each other now, and you'll dislike each other again in October, safe to say?
It won't take long.